Hello, welcome. Hi, Annette. I love your enthusiasm. That's fantastic. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for just, if you can just pop up a comment so I can see who's here. That's always helpful so I know who I'm talking to. Thank you so much for joining me. I do really enjoy these spaces. It's an opportunity to connect to you guys, but for you guys to also connect in with the trance channel. So, whoever's coming through, which, as you would know if you've been here before, I don't know who's coming through. This is a very impromptu. Hi, Josie. Hi, Casey. Hi, Joanne. Really impromptu space it is, where I am just required to leap off the cliff face and just allow whatever needs to come through to come through. So none of this is scripted. I jump on here and I feel like I'm rambling half the time, but it's interesting how, spirit will just plant what needs to be spoken about, and then we'll go into the trance channel bit. So, yay. So thank you for joining me. What does that say? Sorry, there's a Uh, anyway, there was a notification up there. Has anyone been experiencing some malfunctions on their technology lately? Because we've just come out of that retrograde. So I know my phone went berserk and was doing all kinds of weird and wonderful things, and now it's kind of settled down. So, no need for a new phone. So we're all good. So I'd just like to remind everyone who I am and what I do. So my name is Danielle Micken. I am the Divine Channeler, and I work with high dimensional beings of light, and they bring through healing energies. They also bring through insights and teachings as well to help guide you guys further into your discovery of self, but also in your healing processes as well. We've worked for quite a number of years now in the DNA, and basically we're clearing out everything that we've accumulated so that we can move further into the state of embodying our crystalline body. Okay, so we're moving from this carbon dense format into a crystalline state. So, and they're showing me the butterfly, and the butterfly is, moves into a major transformation, doesn't it? Its whole body reconfigures itself, and that's kind of essentially what we're doing. We're completely reconfiguring the format that we're currently residing on into a higher frequency. Hi, Rob. Nice to see you. So, it's very interesting times. We've currently got this 666 portal happening at the moment, and I don't really want to go into what it's about. I think it's up to you guys to explore that. You could see it on a numerological level, or you could go a little bit more esoteric in what it is. But in a nutshell, it is light codes that are coming towards us, for the planet, and for our ascension. So I just saw that yesterday, I think it was the Schumann resonance, which is a scientific measurement of the solar flares and stuff that's affecting the Earth electrics, went off the scale yesterday. So there's quite a correlation there between what's happening. Hi, Doris. What's happening there and currently with this 666 portal. So they are important times. We have all these markers throughout the year. So this one is more significant. Well, they're all significant, let's say. Hi, Karen. But 2022 comes together as a 6 as well. So there's a bit of intensification going on there regarding numerology. So they are, just in a nutshell for you, they are just increases in light codes that are helping us for our ascension. And I was just sending out an email to my guys that are coming to the Trance channeled meditation and spiritual awareness classes, and just saying how exhausted I have felt from it. So let me know how you guys are going, how you're feeling. There could be a lot of emotional stuff that comes up. Anything that's just sitting in a denser format in your body when you're receiving light will help kind of stir up the pond. So you might have um, experiences that may not be overly pleasant, but they're necessary in clearing the pathway for you to embody more. So, yeah, so just let me know how you've been feeling. And while you're doing that, because there's a 30-second delay, I'll just let you guys know. So we've got online trance channeled meditation and spiritual awareness classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's from 6 till 7:30. They're nice small classes where we can all kind of sink our teeth into what's going on, but there's enough room to share and support each other in that process. So if you want to join a class, let me know. The other thing I've got coming up is psychic awareness and spiritual healing workshop with the psychic pinup. So we had one at Young, we've had one at Bathurst, and now we're going to Goulburn. So that'll be on Saturday, the 23rd of July. So if anyone's interested, just message either of our pages. And the other thing, I offer soul guidance sessions, which is a little bit different to the soul guidance readings. I am really finding my way as to what a reading kind of means for me, because I've worked quite extensively as a healer for many years. But I'm finding that, the readings were coming into those other spaces. So I've created a space specifically for that. So soul guidance readings, and they're all one-on-one. And the soul guidance sessions are a space to just come with an intention, and we unpack it and move into the trance channel to shift what those core woundings are. Okie dokie. Right, so Rob's got lots of emotions going on and very overwhelming at times, definitely. The idea is to just allow the flow state to continue, because it is important to allow what is coming up. Now, they're also highlighting the fact that you are processing a lot for other people as well. So to just understand that as you filter through your own stuff, you're actually picking a lot up from the collective. So to be working with the violet light would be very beneficial to flush that through your auric field to help release what you've picked up from the collective. And this is not just, from the collective up there that's coming in, but it's all the people that you're encountering in your everyday life. So it could be the checkout operator, the guy at the petrol station. Like, that's what I'm picking up, is that you are a bit of a sponge for everybody else's stuff. So just be mindful to be cleansing your energy regularly, like as many times a day as you feel you need to, as you're interacted with different people. And then it'll be easier for you to gauge your energy, where it's at. And then it'll be easier once again to gauge when your energy has absorbed something that's not yours. So it's all about that empath journey, that just discovering what's yours and what's not yours. Oh, thanks, Rob. Yep, excellent. Okay. Emily is experiencing much tiredness lately, and I know Emily is very, very busy. So we spoke of this, didn't we? That it's really about creating the space for yourself that you can find times of pause. There's not enough pause, is what Spirit's saying. There's just not enough pause. So only you can cultivate those pause moments. They're very particular with the wording. So yeah, so just look into how you can create those pause moments. Okay. Kim's been feeling very tired and stressed. Yeah, your energy feels all over the place. It's just, yeah. So they're just showing me to come back into your center. It is. They're saying that you get a little bit up in your head too much. So it's almost about bringing all the energy down into your heart, but then down and ground everything as well. And that might help with the displacement of your energy. Your energy just feels a little bit displaced. So that yeah. So if you don't know how to do that, then, grounding, just some deep breathing and breathing into your gut and just bringing your awareness completely back into your body is what they're saying for you. And then, if you did that while you're outside standing on the grass, that would be really beneficial. So I didn't know I'd be reading people's energies, but anyway, let's just go with that. So I hope that helps, Kim, for you. Um, Casey, hello. I haven't seen you for ages. Deep cleansing on a cellular level. Yeah, you've got quite a lot of ancestral work coming up. And while I do know your story, that's actually what Spirit's saying. That reconnection that you've experienced recently is all part of that ancestral clearing in the sense of, you knowing where you belong. But it's also about coming home into your heart. So while you understand where you belong in the world with your people, they're actually saying it's about coming back into your heart and that sense of belonging as well. And they're just highlighting that conversation we had about the trip that you wanted to take. So I hope that's still happening because that will be quite cathartic is the word that they're using. Okay. Annette, lots of anger and frustration for you. And it's interesting because they're showing me straight away, it appears as though it's external, that it's happening, that it's coming from, but it's actually the stuff that's internal that's being triggered. Okay. So while you might be, excuse the French, getting a little pissed off with everyone else, the whole it's more so about you looking into the crevices. You've got to look a little bit deeper into yourself and see where the hurts are. So the triggers, the anger and the frustration coming as though it appears to come from the outside. Just look at how you're reacting and what's coming up for you. So look beyond the exterior and look deeper within to find the answers that you're seeking because they're actually not far under the surface. They're showing me just kind of scratching that surface and you'll be able to see it all. You only have to do a little bit of a timeline for yourself is what they're telling me regarding locating where those wounding and that trauma happened for you. And they're also saying to not dispute what you feel is minute because while it may be minute for you as an adult, the child has a very different view on it. So if you could just go in with that awareness, that might help you. Okay. Okay, Emily's given me some confirmation. So thank you, Emily, for that. Your pause. Hi, Donna. Nice to see you here. Yeah, this has taken a completely different turn to what I normally do. So, yeah. Hi, Julie. Hi, Jenny. Okay, Doris is very tired. Doris, look, I've got a lot of people on here that I know personally. So I do have a bit of a backstory. Normally for people that read, they actually find it really difficult. For me, I find it easier because I've already connected in with their energy. Now, you're going to get a smack, Doris. They are very much like, you know what, woman? You know what you need to do. I'm getting a vision of blue and Blue is Doris's horse, and he is very much a guardian of her and her energy. Um, and he's a little, it's just like, oh, but a bit kind of gruff. Okay. So you have to get grounded. You have to get grounded. This is really vitally important for you. There is a lot of work for you to do. And while you're ungrounded, you're not bringing in that frequency that you need to bring in. I'm seeing people lined up ready to see you. So I feel like in this instance, and because I know your story, so I know you're getting what I'm saying, it'll be about clearing that fear factor, is what they're saying, about stepping forward into really and owning exactly who you are and what you're capable of, because it's all there, ready to go. And I know you're busy and I know you've got a lot going on. And um, that family kind of consumes a lot of stuff, but it's about also, like they're highlighting Emily, it's about carving the space. And you do have the space during the day to take on a different approach to your day. So, in your regards, they're asking you to be disciplined within your practice. Your practice will start off with you um, creating that space to honor you. So, whatever that looks like. So, it's not going to be asleep. I'm telling you that. It's not going to be having a little nana nap. It's actually going to be meditating or connecting in with your body or connecting in with your higher self. It'll be some form of practice. So, even if you want to do a little bit of yoga, I can see you doing some yoga, some gentle movements, something like that. Blue's great, don't get me wrong, he is great, but he pushes you and nudges you in such a way that you can't ignore, which is fantastic. But I do feel like you've got to create that internal practice, and I'm seeing it in your house. Okay. I know you're tired. We're all tired. I'll just see if you've got any. Yeah, okay. You've got a laughing face. So you're picking up what I'm putting down. So that's great. Thank you. Give me a buzz. I haven't chatted to you for ages. Okay. Uh, okay. Casey says it's been a minute, hasn't it? LOL. Yes, yes, I do. Okay. Excellent. Julie, all good with Julie? I am happy, she says. That's wonderful, Julie, and it's good to see you on here. They're just highlighting to watch your feet. Um, I know you've had some falls, but they're asking you to watch your feet. So it's not only just where you're placing your feet, but if you're just acquiring a little bit of fluid in your feet. So whether that's you're on your feet too much. See, that's the thing. I know a little bit about you as well. Um, but yeah, just watch your feet is the heads up. Um, They're also referring to the spaciness that you've got going on in your head. And once again, it's about grounding. A lot of us are having trouble grounding at the moment because there is so much going on energetically that it's really hard to kind of be here. So yeah, just do your best. Get back to basics. You know, eating some wholesome food and drinking some lovely water is a really good way to ground because it gets your physical body back into its processes. So that's really good. And obviously, being with nature is really good. Yeah, animals are a really good way to kind of bring you back into the present moment because they are very much in the present. So that's another way to ground. You can use sprays to help ground you. Crystals are really good for grounding if you find that you're floating off quite a lot. So if you look at some of the darker crystals and they're generally very earthy and will help with that. So just go with what you feel. Yeah, so grounding is really important. Thank you, Donna. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, I really didn't know I was going to do this. Spirit's just awesome. Okay, Karen, I'm going to do a trance channel though, because I think that's really important because that's a whole other way for you guys to receive healing and deeper understanding. So I'll just whiz through these and hopefully grab everyone and read their energy, and then I will go into the trance. Overwhelmed. Um, I love that you're calling in a lot of help. That's perfect. There's a lot of spiky energy around you, is what I'm feeling. Um, I don't know if you've been feeling sick, but there's this almost like a regurgitation. So whether that's you're doing a lot of purging, because that's the word I was receiving before, that there could be a lot of purging going on. You could be quite sensitive, but what I'm feeling is like this really spiky energy, and it's disrupting your flow and your balance. Um, Work in the mornings on establishing your energy to begin with. Okay. So when we wake up in the morning, it can be about just calling all of your light back into your body. Okay. And then working on what's your day going to look like. So even some setting some intentions of, I'm grateful for my day. I am sitting in joy and love, and that just kind of sets the tone for the day. And then you can work on your protective layers. Someone had written something recently on a post about needing to ramp your protection up. It's interesting when we go through these flux and these flow states that it can almost feel like the wheels are falling off. But it's because we're in the middle of like resetting programs. Like, I say it all the time that on the computer, when you want to uninstall a program to put in a higher version of that program, there's a space in between where there's kind of nothing. So quite often we can feel really disconnected from spirit, but we're not. We're just in that flux state between the old and the new coming in. So it can feel like sometimes we're bombarded or we're being attacked or we're not connected, or, we can be fragile. We can be any number of things. Definitely call your team in. But also when you wake up, just work on, especially because you're interacting with a lot of different energies, I know, throughout your day, to work on what kind of layer of light you would like to bring in. So that light is the first thing that the energy around you will meet. So you get to decide what that will be. So I'm not necessarily calling it protection. You could work with a violet flame or a violet light around you, which will transmute everything. So, and act as a bit of a buffer, or you could have Christed light. It just depends, you know, you might find that each day has a different kind of flavor, a different look. It might be, unconditional love and this pale pink, this beautiful soft feminine energy, because that's kind of what the energies that are meeting you need. So yeah, so I hope that helped, Karen. Okay. All right. Karen. Ellen, some physical things coming up for me this last week. Um, yeah, but I'm being drawn to your solar plexus. So there's a lot going on with your power center. And it's really about you stepping into your power instead of allowing others to um, override your power. I know they're physical and I know I'm talking about something else, but they're all interrelated. Quite often the physical aspects are coming up so that we can take notice of what's going on, because it is the last point of, everything starts energetically before it slowly, slowly, slowly manifests into the physical. Okay, so what you're experiencing physically can be something that's been manifesting for 20 years. Um, so while I'm being drawn to your solar plexus, I can't dispute your stomach because that's where your stomach sits. So it's really important to look at how the foods are making you feel, how you feel when you eat them. So maybe move into some intuitive eating. They're showing me your legs as well, so I'm not too sure what's going on with that. But I think with a little bit of movement and some intuitive eating, that will be helpful with you taking back your power on that physical level, and then be looking at what's happening around you, that's encouraging you, because it's all about encouragement. It's not, you're not being punished, you're not being victimized. Everything is happening around you for you to push out of your comfort zone and push beyond the parameters and the limitations that you've placed upon yourself, or any kind of learnt um, programs or behaviors. Okay. So I hope that helps. Hi, Linda. Guess what? I'm doing readings. Annette, spot on for my energy. Excellent. Thank you. That's it's I think years of working as a transformational energy healer means that I can read energy quite easily. It comes naturally to me. So, well, actually, no, I've worked for it. So I'll go with that. Uh, Hi, Samantha. Hi, Brenna. First time joining your live. Great to be here. Thank you for coming. Ah, Julie, thank you. Always spacey. That's what I could just see this movement around your head, having conversations with myself. Now, we all do that, don't we? Don't we all have conversations? Isn't it only an issue if we answer ourselves back? Yeah, just work on those feet, and grounding yourself is really vitally important. Okay, so I'm just working on energy at the moment, Samantha. All right, let's just go out of the comfort zone, because didn't I just talk about limitations and stuff like that? Yeah, there's a mismatch in energy going on at the moment. It's like one's in their heart and the other's in their head. Or go that way, that way. Yeah, heart and head. And it's like there's an issue in being able to kind of, it's like you're missing the mark all the time, and it's hard to unite when you're both operating from different levels. I'm not going to give you any prediction on here regarding what I feel is going on. I just feel that for you, it's always an opportune time to look at what we feel we deserve, and the work that we're being urged to do for ourselves. Okay. Because the crossroad is just a junction of choice, isn't it? So they're just asking you to look within regarding your needs, also regarding the way that you're expressing yourself, because I feel like because we're speaking from two different parts, you can't see my heart, but because you're speaking from two different parts, the language isn't the same. So it's getting miscommunicated. Um, yeah, and I think once that you can settle all of that and get a better understanding of that, it'll be easier for you to see the way forward, whatever that way is going to be. But I feel like there's still a little bit of work to do before you actually come to any kind of decision. So I hope that helps you. Karen says, thanks. Thanks, Karen. Thanks for coming. Hi, Megan. Okay. Excellent. Thanks. Alrighty, Megan. All right, you're the last one. So, is there anything specific? Okay, so Tanya, there's no mediumship here. I'm reading energies. It feels like you're juggling all these baskets, like all these eggs in baskets at the moment. It just feels like there's a lot going on for you at the moment. they're saying steady waters. That's what they're saying, steady waters. And I can just see the current. Okay, so it's just about you. They're showing me you just being really solid in your center of self. And I feel like this center is not only energetic, but it's in your mind as well, because you're juggling so many things and you're thinking about so many things. There's just so much going on that you just almost don't know which way to turn. They're telling me, it's funny they're using these water analogies, that the tides will turn, that the change is coming, but it's about you being able to anchor in exactly what you want in order to stop juggling everything that you're juggling. So they're not giving me any indication of what it is, but I hope it makes sense to you, because yeah, they're quite often cryptic, aren't they? Because the message isn't for me, it's for you. So yeah, so just really coming into your center. I know you do some meditation and yeah, but it's about that internal practice and minimizing all the juggling that's going on. So I think there's a few choices that are coming up, but once you get anchored in, it'll be much easier to see where some things you just have to let go of. And it's not that you have to let go of it forever. It's not saying that it'll never come back around. It's just saying that for the minute, there is just too much going on, and it would be better for you to focus in a couple of directions apart from, or even one direction, as opposed to lots of directions. So I hope that, okay, cool. Megan says yes. So much going on, a couple of different things I'm juggling with my business. Yeah, okay. So streamline is the word I'm hearing, streamline. Um, I know it's great to have lots of things, but trust me, my journey's been quite a lengthy journey, and it has also been one that I started off with only this, and then kind of through my development of myself, because it's always about working in your own backyard, my gifts expanded into other areas. So just, yeah, just there just needs to be a little rejig. That's all. So like they said, it's not going to mean that it's never there. It's just that bringing, and I feel this because I can be focused on something and engaged, but sometimes it's really hard to bring energy into something else that's there as well. So, and I can feel that I'm not engaged with it. So, because I run events, I've got to focus on one, and then I've got another one in the background that I've got to start tinkering with. And then I've really got to wait for that one to finish before I can completely redirect my attention, and my attention is generally wholly in that space. And then I feel the momentum that's coming from that, from my energy being invested in that. So yeah, I hope that helps you to understand that a little bit better. Okay. Alrighty. Now I know, Brenna, you've asked a question, but they really want to tap into this will be interesting. Tap into a trance channel. I'm getting a little pat on the back from Spirit. Excellent. Thanks, Megan. Yeah, because this is not something I thought I would be doing. That's what happens when you go to the flow state. Things just, magically happen. So if I knew I was doing this, then I probably would have peaked and gone through a bit of a mental process and all the rest of it. So this is perfect. Okay. Let's see, because we're kind of switching gears now, and I can feel, thanks, Emily, I can feel how different the energies are when you go from that reading space into, all right. Okay, so they're just highlighting that there has been a lot for everyone energetically going on, and to just be aware that, yes, there will be a few health issues, but like they said earlier, it really is about highlighting exactly where you can work on yourself. Okay, so if you can get into the awareness that the physical issue is connected to something emotional. So Louise Hay is really good for that. There's another book, The Barometer of My Body, The Body's Barometer, and I've got another one. I can't remember what that is. But yeah, there's a couple of good books out there as to how your body can manifest things. So, and what they mean and how you can help yourself to move through that. So yeah, they're highlighting that there could be a lot of physical things going on at the moment. They're also highlighting the emotional purging. So they're using the words that were used in the readings, the purging that's actually going on at the moment as well. Collectively, there's a lot of people that are doing that, and it feels, they're saying it feels disruptive to the, it's disruptive on another way to the collective energy, okay, because there's so many of us that are actually awakened and that are going through this. So they're bringing me to the land clearing that I did today and the connection with Mother Earth. And they're saying that to seek the mother. She's really here to help you in these times, or all times. Like, it's important that we're grounded. Like, part of us being here is to anchor in the light, to assist humanity and Mother Earth and our own ascension. So it's vitally important that you are, form a bit of a relationship with her, that you respect and honor the land that you are on, and they're saying the footprints that you leave behind. So they're talking about, our consumption. So to just be aware of that. And it's really an overconsumption a lot of the time is what they're referring to. Some of it is unnecessary, is what they're saying. Yeah, to get back to the basics regarding the needs versus the wants. Okay. I like my stuff. I'm definitely not a minimalist, but I do know that my stuff has been acquired and accumulated through many op shops and antiques and, little bits and pieces and knickknacks that just make my home me, really. Yeah, so yeah, if it ain't broke, you're all good, basically. And it's interesting because I was looking at my kettle and I'm thinking, oh, it's just a cheap kettle and it's really noisy and it creates lots of steam. And I'd really love another one, but I think I'll just stick with that kettle now until it doesn't work anymore. Hey. Yeah, so they're just saying that there will be a lot that's being felt in the physical, emotional, and even the mental state. So there might be some anguish that's coming up regarding old patterning. So if you move into those states of judgment or self-criticism, and they're saying that it's quite often tied into the upbringing as well. So if there'll be repeated patterns that are coming up for your reflection. It's not for you to dive deep into if you don't need to. It's just there for your reflection to be able to look at and acknowledge and see and, move into that deeper healing space. Okay. Alrighty. I think they want to do a bit of a process to help you in your clearing phase or your purging phase. Yeah, because the physical body, it feels like, is having a little bit of a rough time. And I know, I get to the afternoon and I'm, for want of a better word, I'm knackered, absolutely knackered. I'm smashed and I've got a headache and I had to go downtown and I was in the supermarket and it was late. There was very little people in there, but just the energy of the shopping center. It was like my body was on the verge of breaking into a sweat and my headache got more and more intense. And I just said to my daughter, I'm like, I have to go. I can't, I don't want to be here anymore. It's time for me to go. So, yeah, you might find that look, I'm sensitive in those places anyway, but you might be even hypersensitive in a lot of situations. So just take a breath before you react as well, is what they're highlighting. Okay. Yeah, they're good to go. Okay, let's move into whatever they want to do. So trans-channeled space is their energy blends into mine. I give them permission to access my body. There'll be a change in the tone of my voice because it'll be their words, not my words. I hear them when they come out of my mouth now. So it is more of a direct trance channel than what it was in the years past. Just be very open. A lot of you have been here before, so you're with the program. So just be very open your heart, open your mind, open your body is what they're asking you to do. And the transmission is not limited by any time and space. So what is happening here in my lounge room will be happening for you in the space that you are in. Okay. I'm just going to turn that heater off because the channel doesn't like a lot of noise. It's disruptive. Alrighty, so just get really comfortable. Lay down if you want to. If you're sitting up, try and sit up straight if you can. If not, that's okay. Okay, they're telling me we're going to move fairly quickly into this because everything that's been spoken about is already helping you to shift a lot of stuff. Okay, so they're just saying they're already working with you. Okay. They're just saying that the time is now, which is kind of humorous because they're coming through with a bit of a giggle, because there only is this moment, but they don't operate on time, which is really what makes it funny. Yeah, so going beyond time and space is what they're referring to, and just being very present in this moment, in this now, and just taking a couple of deep breaths and just releasing any expectation, any presumption, any anticipation, and just bringing your awareness into your heart. And the heart is key. The heart is key to everything. It is the doorway into what you perceive as the unknown. It is the doorway into the connections that you are longing for beyond the physical realm. It is the doorway. So get comfortable as you sit in your heart to feel its message, to hear its message, to just feel the layers. Are they smooth? Are they bumpy? Are they spiky? Are they cold? How deep are the layers? The barriers, the limits that you have acquired, not only in this lifetime through all the hurts and the griefs, but through all the lifetimes, for history has a way of repeating itself. And you have experienced many trials and tribulations from all perspectives of the issue. So really what lies around your heart is a well-rounded experience. And your job is to just gently unpack that which is limiting you. And they are perceived, for we see your light. We see you bright. We see that you are constantly connected. So your consciousness can limit the spaces that you think and feel that you can enter, that you think and feel are beyond you at this time because you haven't had enough experience. We haven't learnt that yet. If we could show you exactly what you have learnt and acquired and gained wisdom in for all the lifetimes, you would be astounded. The limits are perceived. And while some of the wounding is important that you move through, you are never limited from connecting to your heart. So how about you visualize yourself nestled in this soft and loving space? Feel or see the colour of the very centre of your heart space. And even if you look out and you're seeing the perceived layers, that's okay. Just dive deep to the soft and loving energy within you. And as you do this, you may feel a rhythm, a buzz, a hum, a frequency. And all of these descriptive words, they have flow. So this frequency, this hum, this buzz, this light within you is not limited. So just see it beginning to ripple out as you expand your awareness in the expansion of your heart. And you may like to see or feel that the ripples from the light within your heart are moving through the perceived layers around your heart. And what does it do to them? Do they crumble? Do they melt? Does it just move through them? Do they disappear? What's going on? Do they spend some time there in the layers, filling the layers? So they are gently, lovingly, so kindly dismantled. And send this ripple into your body, into what pains you at the moment, into any limitations or restrictions that you feel within your body. And ask the injury or whatever it is, the illness, the surgery, whatever it is, ask it to receive the love. Maybe that space of you has been denying the love. Then take a moment to feel that space again once it has willingly received. Then just push that ripple out a little bit further, where it moves into your mental body. Just ask your mind, your consciousness, to receive the love, release any old beliefs, old programming, and just ask your negative self-talk to receive the love. And then the love ripples out further into your energy field, all the way extending throughout all your aura. Just seeking any areas of discord, any residue, debris. Also seeking any hooks or cords, ties or threads that are coming from you or to you from another. As you disengage from others' energies in the energy of love. And the love is just transmuting anything that you have absorbed for other people, whether it is people you know or whether it is places you have been, that you have acted like the transmuter. And then your team in spirit is surrounding you. And you can see that their hearts are activated. And all at once they send love to you. And it moves all the way through the layers of your aura. All the way through your mind. Into your physical body. Into all that pains you. Moving towards your heart and through all the perceived layers. And directly into that beautiful space that you are sitting in the center of your heart. Just feel the presence of love within and all around you. Notice that your perception is one of love. And all the anxiety and fear and conflict just melts away. For there is love within you and all around you. And you are a beacon of this love. And your love and your capacity to shine and to be love helps everyone, every living thing on the planet. So you may like to, in this instance, expand again and share your love. And those that wish to receive will do so. And know that you touch many, that you help many as you help yourself, that the ripple extends to the cosmos. The ripple of love is infinite. So as you come back into awareness, very gently and very slowly, you are bringing this consciousness, this feeling, this expansion of love into your reality, into your home. And it's just going to gently lift and shift any densities in the home and be received by everyone there. Just taking a couple of deep breaths as you bring your awareness back into your body, very gently and very slowly. Just coming back into awareness of the breath, the sounds inside and outside of the space. Coming back into your physicality, just wriggling your hands and toes, coming all the way back, very gently, very slowly. And just feeling your feet and the connection that you have with the earth. And when you're ready, just taking a couple of deep breaths, having a stretch, then opening your eyes. Um, okay. That went differently than what I thought it was going to do. That's all part of being a trance channel, is that you just really have to step out of the way, give them the steering wheel so they know what they're doing. There's a couple of people on here that have said that they're seeing a rainbow. So that's nice, because I actually don't see auras. I can pick up energy and what's going on for someone, and attachments and implants and all kinds of stuff, and depletions and stuff like that, but I don't actually see energy like that. I understand it on a different level. So yeah, Christine says I can see a rainbow to your left and your right now. So that's awesome. I'm really not sure who I was channeling. That was different. So there's been a lot of different energies coming in, and I thought I had a bit of a read on it, on who it was, but I heard a couple of different names. So I'm sorry, I'm a bit unclear at this stage as to who it was. I thought it was Gabriel, but yeah, so it's highly likely it's a collective of energies. So yeah, okay. Uh, Oh, the rainbow's still there. There is, I don't know what that is. That there is something I can see. So that must be because there's something from there down, but there's nothing on that side. So there is something with the light that I can see with my eyeballs that is a rainbow there. Okay. So I'm not sure what that is, but there's definitely not something that I can see with my eyeballs on the other side. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Michelle says that was amazing. Thank you. Karen, thank you, Danielle. Just what I needed. Yeah. Megan, beautiful. Thank you. Rob's got some prayer hands. Hi, Zach. Zach says he can see it too, both sides. Oh, I can't see it both sides. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but I know that one is a physical aspect of something going on because it was there the other week as well. So, hi, Zach. Nice to see you. Okay, so there's a rainbow on the wall next to the bookcase. This is interesting. I can't see that one, so I don't know what you guys are seeing. Yeah. Well, that's lovely because I did this channel the other day, and we were working with butterfly energy, which is just absolutely exquisite. And it's not the energy of them in their physical form here. It's more on, that angelic kind of frequency and above. I think they told me they sat on the 7th to the 12th dimension. So they're quite high regarding their frequency. And in it, I'm sure it was that channel they were saying about seeing a butterfly, that there'll be references to butterflies, which there was. I got them instantly after the channel, just randomly coming through like Facebook feed, or it was the logo of some business that was just totally not spiritually related. But they also said that there would be rainbows. Now, my rainbows took maybe a week to come about, but I've been seeing them left, right, and center. So it's interesting that that has come up again. Oh, okay. So Emily says it's all around me, though. Okay. Well, whether that's the frequency coming in, but that I can clearly see. Okay. Whether it's a refraction of light from the downlights, I'm just going to go kind of physical. All right, beautiful. Um, so, um, love is the key. Your heart is the key. So take that journey inwards as many times as you need to in order to disperse everything else that's going on through your energetic layers. There is, like they said, there is a lot going on for everyone at the moment. So do be create, cultivate exactly what you require in every aspect of your reality to support yourself. And they're just saying that it is okay to say no. Some of us have struggled saying no. I'm definitely better at it than what I've ever been. But it is actually okay to take time to rest and to have that rest time. If we say things like, I really need a break, I need a break, I need a break, I need a break, I've known people that have actually broken limbs because that's been their mantra. So just be aware that, that's why I quite often say, it's rest time, it's a pause. It's, yeah, use a different word. Um, so because you're cultivating that space, that energy of what you want. So that's really important. Yeah, a lot of people struggle to slow down, is what they're referring to. So doing and acting is just as important as knowing when to pause and how to do it. Okay. I know after I've been in extensive periods of mental processes and really long hours, even me that is quite proficient at the pause and the rest moment, because I've had years of lots of downloads and stuff that has just put me on my backside, and health issues and stuff. It's just all part of it. That even then I actually struggled to go into pause mode, which was something that I find quite easy. So yeah, so just cultivate, create those spaces. Don't make your life so busy that there's no time left for you, is what they're saying. Okay. Um, just be aware that there will be a moment coming up very soon where it'll feel like everything's just kind of dropped, because we've been operating, this is what they're just saying now, been operating on such high frequencies all the time, coming to us and around us. And there will be a moment coming that'll feel like a trough. But just know that that's part of the recalibration, is what they're saying. And it's a recalibration for humanity. It's not just on the individual process. Look, they throw this word around, reset. I am hearing reset, but I don't know if it's the reset that other people are thinking about. But that's just what they're saying. So bear in mind that this trough is coming. I'm not too sure when it's coming. I feel like it's in the next couple of months, because I'm getting a 2. So possibly within the next, anyway, don't quote me on it. It's coming. Don't worry about it. It might feel like you're offline, but it's all about the recalibration that's happening. So it is like a big pause for humanity. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. If you do want to get in contact with me regarding a class, a workshop. Oh, I've also got an in-person workshop coming up in Bathurst. I should remember that, on the 19th, Sunday the 19th. So if anything, you want to kind of see me in person, I don't do a lot of in-person things, then we're doing that at the community centre. So it's on my Facebook page. And we've also got Living Wellness and Psychic Expo coming up in Young as well. So yeah, but if you want to get in touch, I've been doing a lot of land clearings and house clearings lately. If you've got something like that going on, yeah, that's something that can easily be sorted out for you. And obviously readings. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I've really enjoyed it. I'll be back in a fortnight if I've got my dates right. And oh, Casey, it's your birthday on that date. Happy birthday. Yeah, take care of yourselves and be kind to yourselves. Okay. Thank you. Bye.